Hello everyone! Oh, I'm kind of excited because this is my first time doing a draw with me video kind of thing. I've seen all these around YouTube and I've wanted to start doing this for so long, but I get so nervous. I'm not used to talking to myself yet out loud like this. So you're gonna have to bear with me because I need to get used to it still. So I hope I come across as naturally as possible, honestly. But I do have like a bunch of notes here and stuff, so that hopefully like I can like a little thing of what I want to talk about and stuff. Because I thought that'd be nice to just have a little chat and draw, and then if you want to, you can draw along with me. And then this channel, honestly, I want it to be all about like just making comics, webcomics, and just making art in general, basically. Hopefully give some tips and things. But yeah, I want to get right into it. So this drawing that I was doing, this is my, if you know me on Instagram, you would know that this is my character Kipper, from my story Frame by Frame on Webtoon, and if obviously if you already follow me, you know about my comic and everything. I started posting it in in January, I think. And although I did have to come away from it like later on this year to like work on commissions, and like I had to work on art that really like made me money, because I love working on the comic, but I had to step back because I was like, I'm not making any money from this. I've got to, because I'm full-time artist now. I left like a cafe job to start working on this like full-time. I was like, oh wait, I can't work on this comic, it's not making me any money, so I had to turn over to commissions. But I've just started working on it again. I stopped working on my comic, I think it was March, or the month after that, May or something. I don't know. But it did go on for a while, and currently there's 9 episodes up at the moment. I do have a Patreon, and that's what this drawing is for. I was just sketching a little thing of him for Patreon, because my Patreon is really good. I do sketches on there and stuff, and I post like shippy art and cute things that like doesn't get posted anywhere else. And it's like that's like a direct way of like helping me to like that supports my comic directly. It's really good. But hopefully I'm gonna keep working on that and stuff. But basically, yeah, I wanted to talk about like the title of this video, which is I started my webcomic this year, and I think you should too next year, because it's gonna be 2023 very, very soon. And obviously, although I had to come away from it, starting a comic is so scary, isn't it? Like, you have this idea in your head and it swims around for ages and ages and ages, but I swear the most scary thing is starting it. Like, it's because you always wonder, especially with your art as well, because looking back on the first couple of episodes, which are like early this year, I was just kind of I knew how I wanted to start it, but I found I had to make way more episodes out of the beginning than I thought I had to, you know? So basically, from, if you've already read the comic, what's there at the moment, episodes 1 to, I think it's episodes 1 to 5, actually, is what I thought would be in the first chapter of the comic. But then realising how much work goes into it, I was like, wow, I can't put that in I don't want to put that in the first chapter. I want to spread it out so it's a bit easier. So basically all I've got is my kind of, in my head, quotation marks, first chapter out, but it's kind of been spread out between 4 to 5 chapters, I think. Yeah, so I drew this on a whim, actually, because I was like, I just fancied sketching Kipper, and honestly I realised I don't draw boys enough. I always draw my girl characters, and I just never really draw the boys. I just love drawing the girls more. It's a thing, you know. I just have a preference. Like, I love drawing their pretty eyes and like the long hair and just, you know, it's just, anyway. But I just thought I have to draw Kipper. I have to draw one of my boys to put in a video so that it looks like I can actually draw boys. Like, remember, I can draw boys as well. So, but like as an insight into this character, since I've not really spoken about who this character is yet, if you don't follow my Instagram or anything, and you're just looking at this random blonde kid I'm drawing, he is he's like the main character to my side story in my comic, and he's a very melancholy character. He doesn't really have much motivations for anything. He's kind of just floating around life, like he doesn't know what to do with it. He's out of work. All my characters are in the comic are in their early 20s, so he's kind of just finding himself still, and he just doesn't know what to do with his life. And he's kind of a loner as well, so he doesn't talk to people and everything. He doesn't know how to. He's never really had many friends or anything. He's a character that's been heavily bullied when he was in school. So that makes up a lot of his character now. Like, it's very insecure, very baggage. I mean, yeah. Of course, what's an OC without baggage, you know? So basically, yeah, I wanted to draw him like looking deep in thought, because he's always in his own head. And I imagine he's drinking hot chocolate here, because he's a massive sweet tooth. He loves ice cream and chocolate and all that stuff. He could just eat that forever and never any savoury, and just, yeah. It's like one of the little things in life that brings him joy. Although my comic only has 9 episodes up, and honestly I've not touched it since early this year, I'm so happy I started it, and that's even with me not even being happy with the first couple of episodes of art that's in it. Like, I look back at it and I go, oh no, it's so bad. But now, like, even though I don't like the quality of the first couple of episodes, of those episodes that are up now anyway, especially because Clara's hair is very different. The main character's hair, you notice her hair changes from episode 8 to 9, because I find a better brush that works with my style more. And I was like, oh no, now I've done like 8 episodes of using this very realistic looking brush on her hair, and then now it's gonna look 2D. But and I was so tempted just to be like, oh, I'm gonna go back over it and stuff, but I do think I'm just gonna force myself to press on forwards and just keep going with the episodes and not try and go backwards on it. I'm really, really glad though that I have started it, because now it's kind of gotten the ball rolling. Now it's like, now it's out there. The content that you make of your characters, you know, you always make, I don't know if you're like me, that you make out of context illustrations of your characters, which you post to Instagram or Twitter or anything, or TikTok or anything. Like, you have the story in your head you want to tell, but you can only show out of context stuff because you don't want any spoilers. But now that the piece of media that you want is out there, that people can read and they can go to it, it kind of feels like a relief. Like, okay, like, it's up there now, and it's just about starting to work on it now. Like, I'm not very good at putting my words together, but basically I'm just really happy I started it, even though I'm not happy with the quality of it, because once it's started, it's okay. Like, and I also found that when I was watching other like webcomic videos of people talking about it and stuff, and like, I've learned that it's actually okay for your art to improve as the episodes go on and everything. And I read, oh my gosh, I read so many webcomics. I've read so many, I love them. And I've noticed, you know, you do notice that artists' style does evolve and it does get better as episodes go on. But I kind of love that. Like, it doesn't get on my nerves as a reader, so why should it get on my nerves as a writer / creator, you know? So yeah, that made me like, okay, just keep looking ahead with it and not look back on it. So going into 2023, I am going to get back into drawing frame by frame and posting episodes again and stuff. Since now that my commissions is kind of stabilized, and now that I have like a good kind of commissions flow coming in all the time, that's good for me. I do need income, and so now that I've got that going, I'm gonna go back to working on frame by frame, and I'm really excited about it. But definitely, like, I wanted to make this video about like to try and encourage anyone else if you're thinking about making your comic. I do believe that the earlier you start, the better. You always can if you always if you finish the comic and look back on the first episode and you're like, okay, now I want to like publish it or something like that, or make it printed, and so this is like way in the future because it takes a long time to do a comic and everything. You can always redraw the first couple of episodes and everything. Like, that is always a possibility and everything. Starting is the hardest, but then once you get into the flow of it, you're like, okay, I know what I'm doing now, and you can kind of be able to kind of just start the wheel turning, and then kind of put your insecurities away a bit about your story just to start. And then especially when you do start and then you get these commenters and these lovely people that are like supporting you, and they want to see the next episode and everything, which is so nice. And it's like something so special when it's been in your head for so long, and then to hear other people caring about it as much as you do, and it's like, oh, this is so amazing. Like, I just recommend it so much, honestly. It's just so worth it. I really do think it's so worth it. And if you have a goal for like 2023, like, oh, like new year, new beginning, like I want to have a goal to do and stuff, then I definitely think like you could start working on a script of a comic. Start really looking at how to start it, those first couple episodes, the first dialogue bits, like what do you want your character to say and stuff. I'm gonna make I have so many ideas and stuff for making videos about stories, about dialogue, about making panels and stuff like that, so I'm gonna be posting them all here very soon. Yeah, I can't think of much else to say. Apart from I just wanted this video to encourage anyone who has a story they want to tell, and I hope that this channel also like encourages anyone else who has a story they want to tell, just to get it out there. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, so I think we're coming up to the end of the video now, but if you want to check out more of my art here, I have an Instagram, Kuka Pudding, it goes by, and I've also got a Twitter, which I'm not too active on, but I'm trying to post more on there as well. And I also have a Patreon as well. The Patreon directly supports my comic. I so appreciate like it. I've got 2 tiers on it. I've got cookies tier and cupcake tier, and it's just honestly £1 a month it means so much to me. It helps so much. But yeah, I think that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to be posting much more here soon.